everybody, welcome back to another video. Have you ever had those periods in your life where you have so much work you need to get done, but there's just not enough time to do it, but it needs to get done? Well, welcome to this video because I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my tips on how to have a productive day. Now, I'm not the most productive person like consistently, but on the days that I do put aside for work, I make sure I get a lot done. So here are a few of my tips. And if I miss anything out, feel free to leave your recommendations in the comments below. I'll make sure I go through them, and I'm sure they'll be really useful for other people as well. So yeah, let's get started. So the first tip I have is to get enough sleep. I always find that the days that I sleep early and wake up early are the most productive days because I suddenly have a full day in front of me to get a lot done. I can definitely get into the habit of going to sleep at 3 or 4 and waking up at 11 or 12, and I suppose that does work for some people, but it really didn't work for me, and I really struggled to keep the energy going, especially during the night as well. So I would say that if you're one of those people who really needs a dramatic shift in their life to be productive, then definitely consider going to bed early and waking up early and just doing it. So this then actually also leaves you with enough time to fit in some other things during the day that will actually help you stay productive. So that leads me on to tip number 2, which is get some exercise. So it sounds counterintuitive because you're like, oh, I need to work, but where's the time for exercise? It actually does go hand in hand. Putting time aside in your day to get out and about, and just even if it's something like a walk, definitely has helped me be more focused when I'm actually working on a task. I find that if I'm sitting at my desk for, hours, I've lost my mind by the end of it. I find that I'm tired, I'm ratty, I'm not really seeing things like colors, especially if I'm working on pictures, clearly enough, and I just need to get away from the computer. So this is where exercise comes in really useful. You're out and about, even if it's like 30 to 35 minutes, you've got some good endorphins going, and you can come back with more energy for your work. So this actually leads me to tip number 3, which is schedule some breaks. And actually I'm going to tie that in with tip number 4, which is cut off social media altogether while you're working, and the internet, and distractions. So I'm going to tie those two in together somehow. Sorry, this isn't like the most clearest thing, but so when you're working, definitely consider turning off your phone or putting it on silent or putting it on airplane mode, because what will happen is you are not going to be distracted by Facebook, by Twitter, by Instagram, and all of the social media things that are really fun but not very good when you're being productive. So put that stuff on silent and do all that on your break. And the reason why breaks are so important is because we're not designed to sit at a computer for literally hours on end. So definitely consider scheduling some breaks in, and this will also give you mini deadlines during the day as well. You're like, okay, I need to get this done before this break, and I need to get that done before that break. And so you've got like a little mini deadline during the day, and that will help you stay on track as well. So that was tip number 3, which is schedule some breaks in, and tip number 4, which is cut out your social media and do them in your breaks. Tip number 5 is have a list. Now, I would say have 2 lists. One is your day-to-day list, and another one is probably your week list and your review list of things you needed to get done for the week. And maybe you can have a 3rd list, which is your long-term list, but you know what? The whole point of these lists is to get stuff done, otherwise you'll be listing forever. I find the 2 lists that really help me is having a week list, and I will review that on a Saturday and Sunday just to see if I've done anything, and if I haven't, I'll do all that before the week is up. And I'll have a day-to-day list, but a realistic day-to-day list of things I need to get done that day. I don't cross things out. I actually put a little square on the side and I tick through them, because that way I can see what I've achieved that day as well, rather than it being gone forever and I feel like I haven't done anything. So yeah, I would say have 2 lists and have them in front of you where you can see them. I have a book and I have that in front of me on my desk, and I can see that all the time. So if I'm stuck for something to do, I literally have to look at it and I'm like, oh yeah, gotta do that. I know for some people having something on their desk isn't ideal. They would much rather have it on the computer, in which case maybe set up a spreadsheet for yourself on the computer and make sure that you're reviewing that all the time as well. So that would definitely be a suggestion and a tip of mine, having a list and getting things out of your head onto paper and breaking it down so that it doesn't seem so overwhelming. So the sixth thing I would recommend is setting the energy. Now, some people work really well when they're by themselves in a quiet little spot with music going on, but some people are really productive when they're in a more busier environment, say in a cafe or in a cafe with a computer where they can just work with the background noise. Whatever it is, work hard to set that environment for you. So I know that I'm most productive when I'm actually surrounded by productive people. So they actually push me to be more productive as well. So that's my ideal level of productivity, when I'm surrounded by people with the same energy as me. But that might not be your level of productivity. So definitely find out what environment that you work best in and try to be in that as much as possible. So the seventh tip I would recommend is looking after yourself nutritional wise. Okay, that sounds really silly, but looking after yourself in terms of what you eat and drink. So I find that drinking lots of water helps me stay hydrated the whole day, and eat food that is going to be fueling your body rather than dragging energy from it. Too many sugary foods will definitely spike your energy, but then also bring it all the way down as well, and it's like a vicious cycle of up and down. Definitely have food that is fibrous and that fills you for longer, which means you can actually work longer as well, because you're not constantly going to and from the fridge because you're hungry. So yeah, and drink lots of water. I can't say that enough, and that's the lesson I've learned this year, which is staying super duper hydrated throughout the day. The eighth tip I would recommend is having a tidy environment. Maybe you can work really well in a untidy environment, and that's okay as long as you're working well. This is all about, how we are productive. But I know for me, having a tidy environment, like a tidy desk, a tidy room, my mind feels a lot more tidy and clearer and organized as well. It's weird, I know, but it definitely helps me. So I thought I would share that with you guys. Usually I do this every single morning. I'll make sure that my environment is clean, tidy, I've got fresh flowers, I've got my drink, I'm happy, I'm good to go, and I just do it. I review my list of things to do that day, and it's on. Definitely consider having a tidy environment if you're struggling to be productive. Perhaps that could be one tip that could really help you. And the ninth tip hang on, that's not 9. And the ninth tip I have is to be happy. If you're happy, then you're gonna be productive. I think that sometimes we definitely push our feelings aside and we get bogged down with stress and we get bogged down with anxiety, and that's definitely not going to help us work as well as we could that day. In which case, take some time out, probably in the morning or even in the middle of the day, to just go outside, breathe in some air, take 10 to 15 long deep breaths, take it in, let it out, and just refocus your mind and try and get some clarity back. Sometimes I definitely get overwhelmed and I feel that I'm not gonna achieve everything I want to this day, and it bothers me because I know I have a lot scheduled for the next day. So this is where taking some time to just breathe really helps. Definitely don't be too hard on yourself, but be realistic in what you can achieve so that you're not put in this position of feeling so much pressure. Come back in, set some music on, and just do it. Those are my 9 tips on how to have a productive day. If you guys have any recommendations on what you guys do to have a productive day, then feel free to leave that in the comment section below. So thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be trying really hard to release a video or 2 videos every single week. I love this platform, it's super fun, and it's a great way for me to interact with you guys as well. So have a great day and take care and work hard. Work hard. You got this. You got this. Okay, bye.